Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen. Let's start. Okay, infographs also. Okay, nice. So important terms. Now hydrogen is very important as it has higher applications in 9 and 10th class. Okay, so you need to learn it in a detailed way. Okay, we are starting it from class 8 and you need to continue it in class 9 and 10. So your basics must be very clear, and today I am going to teach you, class 8 is my last class. So class 9 and class 10 I cannot teach you hydrogen, but I'll fix your basics over here. Okay, so displacement reactions in which hydrogen get displaced from compounds like waters, acids and alkalis by more reactive metals. Now in the reactivity series, hydrogen is also included. Okay, so the suppose reactivity series goes like this, you all know this. Okay, suppose K is more I'm sorry. Just a moment. Okay. Suppose K is more reactive than, potassium is more reactive than hydrogen. You all know that, right? Think about the chemical reactivity series. You will get it. Okay. So, then what happens? Potassium automatically displaces hydrogen from a hydrogen compound. Okay. Same way, if AgCl2, I mix H2 with it. What will happen? H2 will displace AgCl2 and become HCl. So HCl, but if I again mix silver over there, silver cannot displace hydrogen. So you get to know about the metal reactivity series here also. Okay, and compounds of water also. Okay, these are known as displacement reaction in case of hydrogen chapter, and in all kinds you know. Activity series of metals, the list of metals arranged in order of their decreasing reactivity. Okay, you all know this, right? Now electrolysis, this also you all know. The process in which acidulated water dissociates into hydrogen and oxygen on passing electric current. This is known as electrolysis of water process. Okay, now why acidulated water? Why? Because water in pure water is not a good conductor of electricity. Acidulated water is a good conductor of electricity, but pure water is not. Now catalytic hydrogenation of oils, the process in which liquid vegetable oils are treated with hydrogen under pressure in the presence of finely divided nickel, palladium and platinum to make solid vanaspati ghee. Okay, maybe you've read in your book that hydrogen is uses of hydrogen is used for making vanaspati ghee, but how? Liquid vegetable oils are treated with hydrogen, okay, under very much pressure, and these divided nickel, palladium, platinum, these are all working as catalysts over there, okay, to make vanaspati ghee. So oxidation, a process of adding oxygen to an element or a compound. You all know this. The process of removing oxygen or by adding hydrogen is known as reduction. You all know this also. Now what is water gas? A mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. Where did I get water gas? Okay, I'll tell you. Wait, hold on. Compounds formed when hydrogen combined with carbon are known as hydrocarbons. So when hydrogen combined with carbon, you call it hydrocarbons. Okay. Redox reaction, the reaction in which oxidation and reduction occur simultaneously. Now, hydrogen is the simplest and lightest of all elements. Why? It has no neutrons. It is only one proton, so it's the lightest one. All others are having neutrons. Okay. Hydrogen makes up almost 90% of the matter of the universe, but it's only 0.1% 0.1% in its free state in the Earth's crust. How unlucky we are. Okay. Whatsoever. An atom of hydrogen consists of one proton around which one electron revolves. Okay. So you'll know all this. I have already told you while you were studying atomic structure. Okay. Hydrogen combines with other elements to form water, acids, bases, hydrocarbons, carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Okay. So all major components of food are having hydrogen, and you have water also over there, which is H2O, and acids, bases, everything there is hydrogen. Okay. Hydrocarbons I have already told you. Now the discovery. In 1766, Henry Cavendish discovered the element hydrogen. Please learn this point very carefully. It will come as fill in the blanks. Hydrogen gets displaced from water, acids and alkalis by metal placed above in the reactivity series. So hydrogen is getting displaced by water, acid or alkalis by metals which are present above the reactivity series, which is having higher reactivity than hydrogen. Okay. Next we have hydrogen is prepared by action of water on metals, dilute acids on metals, alkalis on metals and by electrolysis of water. Now let's see where are they used. In laboratory, hydrogen is prepared by the action of dilute sulfuric acid or dilute hydrochloric acid on zinc granules. I'll write the equation and I'll write how it collects if it's not given over here. Hydrogen is combustible in air, but it does not support combustion. Pure hydrogen burns with pale blue flame in air, but impure hydrogen burns in air with a characteristic pop sound. Okay. Hydrogen is produced in ammonia, hydrochloric acid, methanol. Okay, ammonia is given 4 times. Hydrogen is seen as the future source of energy because every petrol, diesel, everything is exhausting. Now there will be hydrogen. Okay. They have given water gas, but they have not written the application over there. Whatsoever we'll see over here. Let's see. Now, how is hydrogen prepared by electrolysis? We'll read over here. When even electric current is passed to acidulated water, why not pure water? Give reasons come from these preparations. Okay. So please hear me very properly, and if you want, you can pause the video, you can write down, you can make notes, or maybe you can just hear the video twice. Okay, twice or thrice, or how many times you want, you can hear it, but please listen carefully this part. Okay, because I will be telling many give reasons from here. Okay. Now when electric current is passing through acidulated water, why not pure water? Because pure water does not support electric current, does not allow electric current to pass through it. Okay, like it's not a very good conductor of electricity, it's a very bad conductor or poor conductor of electricity. Okay, but acidulated water, whenever you are adding acid or you are adding impurities, then it's becoming conductor of electricity. Okay, so when I am adding acid as an impurity, then we can pass electric current through it, so it dissociates into hydrogen and oxygen. The process of bringing about a chemical change in the substance in its dissolved molten state under the influence of electric current is known as electrolysis. This is a definition. Okay. Now see how it's happening. You are having platinum electrolytes over here, and you are having acidulated water like the electrolyte over here. Now think about it, when you are passing electric current through this side. Okay. It's going over here. So these are all water. Okay, these are compounds. Another is going through here. Suppose, wait, I'll tell you, wait. This is whole of pure water, acidulated water. Okay. Now see what is happening. electricity is passing. Whenever electricity is passing, what happens? This pure and simultaneously electricity is passing through here also. What is happening? There is one terminal which is positive and another terminal which is negative. From the first which is positive, hydrogen comes out, terminal negative, okay, oxygen comes out. Okay, it's breaking. Okay, it's breaking and hydrogen is going towards here, oxygen is going towards here. I hope you all understand. Now another process another process being shown. In laboratory, hydrogen is prepared by the action of dilute sulfuric acid or dilute hydrochloric acid on zinc granules. Why zinc granules? Huh? Why zinc granules? Lead, yeah, lead can be used. Huh? Why not sodium and potassium? Calcium? Answer? You have no answer, I know, because you don't know. Okay, I am teaching, no problem. Sodium, potassium and calcium, they are the top metals of the metal reactivity series, right? So when you add cold water to them, okay, when you add cold water to them, they react vigorously because they react with everything they get, okay. They react vigorously and hydrogen is formed so fast that we cannot collect it, okay. Collection is a problem over there. Next, what do we have? We have manganese and magnesium. But this manganese and magnesium react only with H2NO3, which is nitric acid. Okay, 1% of nitric acid means 99% is diluted. Okay, why? That also I'll tell you. Okay, 99% is diluted. Only 1% of nitric acid is used over here with the metals only magnesium and manganese. Next, why not lead? Okay, because lead over here, in lead the reaction cannot take place, because see, whenever you add HCl to lead, you will get a coating over the lead which prevents the further reaction. You add sulfuric acid also, PbSO4 coating is formed. PbCl coating is formed when hydrogen chloride or HCl is added. Okay, so this coating prevents it from further reaction. So zinc is appropriate. Moreover, zinc is appropriate because there are some copper granules in zinc. Granulated zinc is appropriate. Okay, not normal zinc, granulated, because there are some copper which promotes the reaction. Okay. And why nitric acid is applied only 1%, 99% dilution? Why? With these two acids there is no such cases, right? Why? Because I am telling you, because nitric acid is a very, very strong oxidizing agent. Like what? It's very, very strong oxidizing agent. Okay, so this cannot be used in case of preparation of oxygen, because then water will form. Okay. Oh, I forgot to show you one thing. Yeah. Okay. So you all are having dilute hydrochloric acid over here, and you all are having zinc granules. You know they will react. Okay. Whenever they are reacting, these boiler vapors are coming over, and this is known as Thistle funnel. Okay, Thistle funnel. I am telling you the spelling right down because I cannot write here properly. Okay, Thistle funnel. Okay, and then you have a tube over here, and it goes through, and then you have the beehive shell. You have water over here, and downward displacement of water is done to collect hydrogen. Why not upward displacement of air? Because hydrogen is very combustible. It will catch fire. Okay, it can injure you. Thistle funnel spelling I am writing over here. Okay, so they have not told one process. Maybe it will be given in your book or maybe not. That is the Bosc process. Okay, the Bosc process. It was given in our book I don't know whether given or not. Okay, but I'll tell you about that because I learned what is water gas. Okay, so I need to tell you about this Bosch process. Okay, Bosch process is the industrial preparation of hydrogen. If I go and make the laboratory preparation over there, it will cost a lot of money, so they are doing this. Hot coke, hot white coke, okay, is taken, and H2O means not that boiling water or water. Steam at 1000 degrees Celsius is taken, okay, and then if you mix this two, you get water gas, okay, which is, sorry, I'm writing CO, I'm really sorry. Okay, water gas, that means CO plus H2. Okay, now if you add CO plus H2 and again if you add H2O, then what do you get? You get CO2 plus H2. Okay, I'm writing above, you can see over here. Copy with me, CO2 plus H2. Now how will you remove this carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide that you are getting? Yeah, you have it. You can remove carbon monoxide by passing it through ammoniacal cuprous chloride. Then you can separate carbon dioxide by passing them to KOH. Okay, and then how can you dry hydrogen? By P2O5, that is, or calcium chloride or phosphorus pentoxide. Okay, am I clear? Thank you so much. Goodbye.